General elements of interior design, I would say, number one, the space that's going to be used. So, are you working with a space that's already established? Are you in a home, or are you in a business space that you have to adapt to the space, or is it a space that you are going to design from the ground up? So, okay, you have a blank slate. How do you want to design it? What are its purposes? From that point moving on, you're either going to go down two different roads, but you talk about the functionality of the space. You talk about how it's going to be used on a daily basis, or if it's even going to be used on a daily basis. You talk about the intention or the mood that you want to create in a room. A lot of people don't think about how they're going to feel when they're in a room. They just feel. So when you walk into the room, when your guests walk in, do you want them to feel at home, or do you want them to leave within 10 minutes? So how do you create the space in order to not only reflect its function, but to, like if it's a home or so forth, how do you develop it to reflect that of your personal interest, or as a reflection of who you are as a person? So when I go to an appointment with a client, we discuss all of that. We discuss if they have a room that's being transformed, let's say, what in the room are we going to keep? What are we going to chunk? Or what are we going to remove from the room? What mood do you want to inject in the room? Do we go with dark colors or light colors? The current lighting that you have, are we going to switch that out? Are we going to enhance it? Are we going to add recessed lighting? What barriers do the room present? So you have 4 walls in a room, but only one of them is a usable space. So what do we decide it's going to be the main use of the space, and how do we get the most use out of the space, or how do we fill up unnecessary space? So there are so many different elements of interior design that that people can very easily get overwhelmed, and that's when you truly have to look at the main focus of the room, create a theme and a focal point, and then branch off from there.